Welcome back to Untamed Leader. Today, I'm sharing another glimpse inside the Untamed Leader Collective and the Untamed Leader Spring Retreat, Embody Your Vision. Brian Perry, an authentic communication coach, singer-songwriter, and one of the most genuinely present listeners I know, is back. You've heard him in conversation before. This time, he stepped into the retreat circle and let himself be coached. What unfolded was something neither of us planned. It always is. As you listen, I invite you to put yourself in his shoes. Ask yourself the questions I'm asking him and notice what stirs. At one point, Brian, when you were talking, you said there was a you that you knew you had been holding back. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Like you were not as fully as expressed, as not as fully radiant, not as fully expressed as you could be. What is the shape, the physicality, the habitual embodiment of the you that is held back or was held back? It might even be like you gotta go back 2 days or 5 days or 2 weeks to really get there.
I'm going to trust what comes up first. Well, that's interesting. I'm rewatching a movie right now, a Ryan Reynolds film, where he travels in time and encounters his younger self. And he encounters his younger self as he's getting bullied. And I was bullied a lot growing up, and a lot of the bullying came from my refusal to fight. A fight that wasn't a fight, you know. So the answer to your question is that the physical presence for me is that kid who was simultaneously sort of courageous and cowering, who got really good at trying to be invisible as a survival mechanism, that the most dangerous thing was to be seen. Because if the bullies could see you, they were coming. Yeah. And so, I hadn't thought about that. It's like I'm on a retreat or something, and there's some valuable thoughts. I hadn't thought about that, but it's true. It's this part of me that it's sort of like from an internal family systems point of view. It's just this part of me that I can see. It was a smart survival technique.
Yeah.
It saved me a lot of beatings.
Yeah.
And a lot of embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's astonishing that at 53, almost 54, it's still in there going, hide behind the lockers. You know? Thank you.
Yeah. It is, and it's not astonishing.
Yeah.
I for one am very grateful that this courageous cowering kept you alive, kept you safe.
Same.
We wouldn't know you if it hadn't. I wouldn't know you.
That's true. You know, and Laurie, that extended it was the same. I had to be that person in my home too. You know, without getting into all of that, just because it's not about me. But it's, you know, that was the dynamic in my family. So the whole dynamic I learned was make sure you the only way you should be visible is if you're taking care of someone so that they're happy, because then they won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, be invisible.
Yeah.
And then I became 6'6" and a musician.
Yeah. No confusion there.
That's it.
Yeah. And one of the other things that struck me in what you said was it was the part of you that refused to fight. And the beauty of nonviolence, peace,
Yeah.
is also mixed in with, like, that's the cowering, courageous.
Yeah.
And it also struck me, from what I know about you, I make up that part of what you're called to now is a version of fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, great job, nonviolent, keeping safe. Now let's also add the possibility for the energy and the forward of fight or advocate, fully expressed.
Yes. May I interject?
Mm-hmm.
It's, as you also know about me, I very much believed for a long time that I was going to be a Catholic priest. And I remember the courageous part for me. I had the sense particularly when I was being bullied, that I could take the guys. But that wasn't the path.
Mm-hmm.
That the path was to peace. And I think that my journey through the years has continued to be trying to discern something that I continue to resonate with from the faith of my youth, which was that everything is a call to love. Sometimes that love expresses itself as forgive them for they know not what they do and turn the other cheek. And sometimes that love expresses itself as turn the tables in the temple and not in my Father's house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I'm increasingly called to inhabit unapologetically that energy. That's what's resonating with me about what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. I'm just totally hooked now. I would love to ask you to take on the shape of the courageous, cowering, keep you safe 10 to 15%.
I don't know what that means. How do I do that in the context of our conversation?
Well, if you feel comfortable doing like fully expressed cowering, like I'll do it, or you can do fully expressed cowering. It's to tap into a hint of it.
There's a, you can't, I'm wearing black, so it's harder to, but for me, there's this kind of a concaving. There's this sort of rounding. Honestly, that I often associate with feminine, because I see a lot of women hide like this because they feel my perception, and I've known some people that feel uncomfortable with their chest, and so they don't expand shoulders back fully. And there's that sort of need to be smaller, literally be smaller.
Yeah. So
And,
if there's just a little hint of it.
Yeah.
And then what has it been taking care of for you since then? And what has it been costing you?
What it's been taking care of is it has kept me from some harm many times over. What's more, it's often set me up sometimes for success.
Yeah.
Because expectations are lowered. Because I'm small until I'm not.
Yeah.
what it's kept me from, on some level, has long felt egoic. Like, it's kept me from really radiating, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in that sort of egoic kind of way, but in the ways that have become intolerable for me,
Mm-hmm.
and terrifying for me, as I see mortality in a way I didn't used to even just a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
50's no joke. It's kept me from purpose in a way that, well, the word that comes up for me is embarrasses me, that I feel ashamed of. And I don't mean that in the sense that I'm supposed to be any kind of somebody in some special place in the world, but more that I have a role to play.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't play it from the corner. At least I can't play my role from the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that answers
Go ahead
your
and
question.
yeah. Shake it off now and come back to Brian. How do I still have this at 53? 53?
53 until July.
How do I still have this? Feels like, of course you do.
Yeah. Very much.
Yeah.
It's been protective.
Yeah. It's masterful at what it does.
And it interacts spectacularly with what I now call and know to be neurodivergence, because my neurodivergence has always expressed itself in a way that feels like too much and never enough.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know sooner or later the things that people might eventually go, wow, that's amazing, sooner or later they're going to be like, it's a little too much. You know, better to just stay small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Better to just keep with the cower.
Yeah. You up for a little bit more? We're kind of like going
bring
down
it. Loving
what
it.
we're going to do.
Here for it.
What would this part, this shaping, this habit, the courageous coward physicality, want or need to hear to feel acknowledged?
Well, first reaction, the thing that came up, just keep us moving. I feel like the first thing that came up for me wasn't that it feels acknowledged. What it feels is untrusting. Like its perspective is, I know you see me, but you haven't proven to me that you can be without me. You haven't proven to me that I'm wrong. And there's an element of that part of me that's going, yeah, okay, you can, about how that you got more, but how's that ever worked out for you? Me, I've kept you alive. What's that guy ever done for you? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am curious, man who was going to be a priest.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, what does this part need to trust? What does this part need to take a risk? And then the word faith popped into my head.
That's it. That's it. I mean, because the thing is, you know what's happening in the back of my mind as you're saying this? And I'm like, ask me about the other one.
Yeah.
Ask me about the other one. Because like the two that were sort of, in my mind, sort of the weaker ones, they've been sort of consumed. They've been brought in.
Yeah.
And they're like secret weapons now
Yeah.
for my version of the panther.
Yeah.
Which feels like...
What is your version of the panther?
Well, I don't have a specific one nailed down, but the images were floating through my mind. Like, I've just started watching an old show called Blacklist. I'm thinking of like also George Clooney in like the Oceans series. It's these figures that have this suaveness to them that just seem to move through the world with ease, and they know they know things you don't know. Like at the moment you think their beat is when the moment they're about to win. So it's this like there was an element, there was a song that popped in my head earlier too when you were talking about this and about the weakness. This is such aggressive imagery coming up. But there's a song from Metallica that on their Some Kind of Monster record, which is the only record of theirs that I ever really meaningfully got into. But it's they got the main line in the song is "Shoot me again, I ain't dead yet." And it's this challenge. And they go into like the main, all the shots I take, I spit back at you. You know, it's this sense of you can't, like that panther, the way I see that moving is it's like the same thing that the cat's afraid of, the panther's fueled by.
What is the physicality of the like shoot me again, I ain't dead yet version of Brian Perry?
He's just then you just saw he's solid. He's poised. He's a presence in a room that doesn't stand. He's not flashy, but he's the presence in the room that people just feel it shift. And that's what resonated with me about those characters is they have this quiet confidence. That's, you know, somebody's like, well, when is such and such going to happen? It's already done. You know, it's peaceful and authoritative and confident in a way that, frankly, he learned to be while he was, because of the weakness ones, because of the cowering, because of another one we didn't get to, but that was the rule follower. Because of the way those beings, that scrawny cat, were so externally guarded, he learned his invincibility, and he learned how to work this system, if you will, in a way that now he's just a rock in it.
And will you come into your body and feel that for yourself? Feel how it's different from rule follower, rule breaker, cowering, courageous one.
Yeah, I feel it.
Where do you notice differences?
My posture changes. Like when I'm in that, I can't slouch. And I feel loose, and really noticeably, I feel an immovable smirk. Like I can't not. Like that's part of me that's just like, oh, you don't know. Here it comes. You know, it's just and I know this person. I've inhabited this person. You know, I think in some ways this is a person you and I have in common in our performance spaces, that I feel that strength in those spaces where I'm just like, oh yeah. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everybody. I got this. We're good. You know. So yeah, it's a posture first and foremost, and a pliability, a flexibility, a sort of a gracefulness that I associate with some of those characters again. They have a sort of profound, graceful way of being in the world.
So I have a life work.
Bring it.
You could say yes, no, or counteroffer. Notice when you're catching yourself in cowering, courageous one. And notice when you're already in this Brian, like the bullets, the shots haven't killed me yet. I got this. I got this. And how does that feel?
Good. I want more of that.
Awesome.
I mean, that is when I am at my best. That is when I lift the most boats.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Brian, like all of us, lifts the most boats when he allows himself to be the presence in the room that people feel before he says a word. You have your very own 1 in 8 billion version of that kind of presence. Notice when you're already in it. Notice when you're not. And then invite your body to be in it more often. That's the life work. See you back here next time.